Incline dumbbell press. Lie on an incline bench with your upper back supported. Holding a pair of dumbbells at shoulder height, press the weight straight up towards the ceiling, keeping them close to each other as you extend fully. Lower the weight slowly and under control. Rotate inward as you go down and outward as you go up, maintaining tension throughout the movement. Keeping your core engaged helps stabilize your body during this exercise. This variation targets the upper pecs effectively, making it great for building strength in that specific region. It also allows for greater range of motion compared to flat bench pressing, which can help improve overall shoulder health by working through a fuller range. Here we have a dumbbell flat bench. The first thing you want to do is lie down on the bench. Bring your feet up and back so that your body is slightly arched. You can also bring them together for more stability. And then from there, grab two dumbbells. Hold them in each hand and push straight up towards the ceiling. Make sure when you come down with these weights that you keep your elbows tucked into your body as much as possible. This will help protect your shoulders. If you feel any pain at all, you might be doing this exercise wrong. So make sure you adjust accordingly. The cable chest fly is a great exercise. It allows you to get full range of motion, which means that your pecs are working the most, especially upper chest, at both ends of the movement. This also makes it easier for beginners to learn how to grow and expand the chest muscles. Barbell squats are a great exercise to build strength and muscle in your legs, but it's important to do them correctly. Start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart and the bar resting on your upper back, keeping your chest up and core engaged. Lower yourself down into a squat position by bending at the hips and pushing your butt back. Make sure that you keep your knees behind your toes as you lower down to avoid putting too much pressure on them. Once you reach the bottom of the squat position, push through your heels to stand back up straight. Repeat this movement for the desired number of reps or sets as part of your workout routine. Remember to maintain proper form throughout each rep for maximum benefit from this exercise. The leg press machine is a great tool for building your legs, but it's important to use the right technique to get the most out of each rep. Start by adjusting the seat height so that when you sit down, your knees are bent at about 90 degrees. Place your feet flat on the platform, shoulder width apart or slightly wider, keeping your back against the pad. Push through your heels and extend your legs fully. Slowly lower the weight back down with control, stopping just before your knees touch the pads. Repeat for reps. Focus on maintaining proper form throughout and avoid locking out your joints. This will help prevent injury while maximizing results. Walking lunges are a great exercise to strengthen your legs and glutes, improve balance and coordination, and increase cardiovascular fitness. Start by standing with feet hip width apart. Step forward into a reverse lunge, lowering the back knee toward the ground. Push off through the front heel to return to starting position. Repeat on the other side. Continue alternating sides for reps or distance. This is one of my favorite exercises to help build strength and stability. This is the leg extension machine. You're going to start by sitting on this seat, and then you can adjust your feet up and down on these pads here. The goal of this exercise is to extend your legs out to get a good stretch and squeeze on your quads. As you bring your knees back towards you, you want to keep that tension on your quads as much as possible. Make sure to control both parts of the movement for maximum effectiveness. If done correctly, this should be very effective for building bigger quads. Pull-ups are a great exercise for building strength. They work your back, biceps, and core muscles. Start by hanging from the bar with an overhand grip. Your hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Keep your arms straight as you pull yourself up until your chin is just above the top of the bar. Slowly lower yourself down to the starting position. With control, if needed, use a box or bench to help get into position initially. Aim for 3 sets of 10 reps per workout session. You can increase weight gradually if desired. This will make it more challenging Make sure that when performing this movement, you maintain proper form throughout. If not, injury may occur. The barbell row is a great exercise for your back. You want to start with the bar on the ground, and then you're going to bend over at the waist, keeping your chest up and shoulders down. Then pull that weight towards your stomach or belly button, squeezing those shoulder blades together as you do it. Make sure not to round out your back. As you go through this movement, keeping good form throughout will help prevent injury, while also getting the most benefit from the exercise. This is a cable row. Focus on the stretch and squeeze at the top, keeping your elbows tucked in tight to your body. You can see here as I'm doing this exercise, my back muscles are being activated very well. I am not swinging my weight around. It is all controlled reps. And you want to make sure that when you do these, you focus on squeezing those back muscles at the end of each rep. Here we go with 12 reps. Make sure you go heavy but control the weight. The dumbbell rear delt fly is a great exercise to target the back of your shoulders. Sit on a flat bench with your feet flat and core engaged. Hold to dumbbells and lean forward slightly, keeping your elbows bent at 90 degrees. Slowly raise the weights out to the sides until they're level. Squeeze for 1 second before lowering them slowly. Back down to start position. Cable bicep curl single arm. Grab the cable with your thumb pointing up, keeping a slight bend in your elbow at all times. Slowly lower down and then squeeze on top. Make sure to keep that elbow tucked into your side and not let it flare out as you go through this movement. The Romanian barbell deadlift, or RDL. This is a great exercise to strengthen the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back muscles. To perform this movement, stand with your feet shoulder width apart and hold onto the barbell in an overhand grip. Keep your back straight and core engaged while hanging forward from the hips until you feel tension in your hamstrings. Squeeze your glutes together to return to the starting position. Make sure not to round your spine during this movement or use momentum to lift the weight. This exercise should help strengthen those muscles in your posterior chain to improve overall strength and stability. The hip thrust is a great exercise to build strength and size in your glutes, hamstrings, and lower back. It's also an excellent way to improve posture and reduce the risk of injury by strengthening these muscles. To perform a hip thrust, lie on your back with knees bent at 90 degrees. Place a barbell across your hips and hold it in place with straps. Lift your hips off the ground until they are level with your shoulders. Lower slowly until you reach the starting position. This is a hamstring curl machine. You're going to want to make sure that your knees are bent. You're doing the same range of motion and not using your body to control the weight. And you have some weight added onto it. And then as you pull up with your heels, you should feel this in the back of your legs. Make sure not to go too heavy, because if you do, so just keep them light and controlled first, then go heavy, but do not ego lift. Calf raises are a great exercise to build bigger calves. You can do them with or without weight, but if you want to add some weight, you're going to need something like this platform here. So what we'll be doing is standing on the edge of it, with our heels hanging off just slightly. We will then lift up onto our toes and hold for about 2 seconds before slowly lowering back down. Make sure that when you lower yourself back down, your heel touches the ground first, so your knees don't lock out at all. The reason why I have my feet turned outward is because it helps me feel more in control of the movement itself. If you turn your feet inward instead, it might make things harder than they should be. Also note how far away from each other my hands and dumbbells are placed. I hope these tips help you guys grow those calves. Please let me know if there's anything else that would be helpful too.